Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it, because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum, but you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Down, 30 base.
Right there, 56. Double dog, that's the way.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, set, 60 or.
We're pretty quiet, D, we're pretty quiet.
Shoot!
Now Osweiler on second down. And it's incomplete. Tommy Bohannon, the fullback, is intended target. And it's third down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
56. Come for you. Jam, jam, jam.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Big Griffin, Big Griffin.
On second down, Osweiler. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On third down, Osweiler. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
All day, baby, all day.
Ready?
They'll indeed go for it with Osweiler, and they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the
Ready?
Cowboys'
8-3.
47-yard line.
Check, check, 59. I got him, I got him.
Let go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Osweiler. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. That's complete into the hands of A.J. Derby. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A.J. Derby. .49 yards. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Now Osweiler. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he finally goes out of bounds, so he couldn't take it the distance, but all the way inside the 15. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd down, it's Allen, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out.
And now look at him go. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Marcus Allen, 68 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team, because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. On 1st down, Osweiler. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
Get him. Get him! Get him! Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hit it.
Now it's Osweiler, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Marcus Allen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Pilot, 64, weak. Why? Get one.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check recon, 132 fighter. Big grip.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Here's Osweiler. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
80 weapon. Ready.
Here we go on 4th down with Osweiler. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Marcus Allen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is now 24. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They go play action now. Osweiler. And that's incomplete. Well, you got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
That's going to be a long day. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
Check 37, check 37.
Off the play fake. Here's Osweiler. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. That time. And that'll make it third down.
Set, ready? 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Watch the boot. Check three, check three, check three.
5.
They go play action with Osweiler. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Set, 20. Hey, alert 33. Pistol, pistol, pistol. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Hurry. Big time drive. Let's go. One time.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield flushed out right. Jerry Rice open right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Point it right.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Mike, hey, Delta.
56. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Mike, 56.
Hurry, hurry.
56. It's our time.
Hey, alert 33.
56.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Set 90 Wolf. Hey, watch your leg. 2.
Play action. Now Osweiler. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. That'll bring up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They toss to Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
61, matchbox lights.
3rd and long, it's Osweiler. Catch made there by Derby, the tight end. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Being chased out left. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Alert, 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 alert.
They'll run on 1st down. Allen, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
King.
36.
They'll keep it on the ground. Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys add on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point up and through, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Defense wins championships, baby. Slam.
6-6, bullet high. Snap.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ready.
Throwing, Osweiler. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It'll buy some time right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Osweiler, they set up the screen to Hill. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. For midfield now, here's Osweiler. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time. And they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Chris Harris on the coverage.
The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Osweiler sliding out of the pocket. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Osweiler. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D.
He's coming, he's coming.
The drive starts with a run by Allen. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. 3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Fights through and now a crease. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
24-yard gain on the play. And a Cowboy first down.
Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
I can't believe they even let you play. He's checking, he's checking. Hurry! Crash, crash! 57 for the match. 57.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9. Whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
So on fourth down, Jason Garrett sends in his field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guy. Will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator. Greystone travel.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Not today, you want? Not today. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Topper, topper. Now.
On third down, here's Hill. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
on the
So
set.
it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Ready?
Fourth down. Here's Osweiler. Out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
180.
I got you, Pop. Hey, check 24.
I got you.
On first down, it's Allen. Allen, nifty footwork. And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he's to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is
But
one of our
she's
guys.
singing, too.
Oh, she's at least...
She's on like the fifth tune at
Yeah,
this point.
she left Scales way behind, but he's just saying something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. X3, 218, get it.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. To throw is Osweiler. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready?
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Freeman. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Second and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Ready?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Say.
On the toss, here's Hill. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Pick it up.
Shoot.
Now a toss right, Freeman. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's first and 10. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They were grateful.